You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna take it. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, right? See, get used to these consequences now. So I think it's Florida. 10-year-old boy makes one of those school shooter threats. Want to say in Polk County, right? And they arrest a little 10-year-old boy, a 10-year-old Hispanic boy. Now, I understand that, kids do the darndest things, right? Didn't say the darndest things. But the police officers let the kid know, listen, man, where we're at, we will shoot you. And that's the problem. And somebody, when I saw the picture of it, somebody was like, if this kid was black, he'd have been shot by now. It's no walking him out to the car or whatever. No going home nicely. It would have been a problem. And my thing is this: depending on the state, and depending on your race or ethnicity or whatever you want to call it, nationality, and class, you've been able to get away with some things in this country. But the problem is this: I think y'all done pushed your luck too far now. And I think depending on the state, like Florida, people are just like, you know what? We're gonna have to really hurt somebody now. And I know y'all don't believe that, white people will do white people dirty, or white people will do Hispanic people dirty, or this, that, and the third. But yeah, they will. They will, because get used to these new consequences, because now it's so bad that people used to have this subconscious thing in their minds where they'll do it to everybody else. And now that subconscious thing is kind of turned off. So now, even like when the guys are talking about the shootings in Chicago, even with quote unquote mouth people, black folks, used to have a thing like, you're not going to the Magnificent Mile causing all these problems, but now you're going to the Magnificent Mile causing all these problems. So now, the consequences are going to get worse. Y'all going to catch RICO charges. But just like they had a shooting recently, like for Memorial Day, I think 50 people shot, 9 people killed. I always say that's the police, man. I'm going to tell you why I say that. Because there's never anybody who ever gets caught, especially on these holiday shootings. Mass shootings, nobody ever gets caught. Not a shell casing, not a fingerprint, not a ID of the person, none of that. None of it. So the consequences are about to be different, because on the law enforcement side, you young cats that are not black, y'all about to get bullets. People are tired of y'all now. And parents, whether it's from the parents or the police, because same thing that happened in the shooting out here in Texas in Uvalde. When you can say the police officers save their own kids and let other people's kids die, that pretty much is a wrap for people going to wait on the police. So just cross the board. And, there's other school shootings in the past where the police kind of ran away and ducked and hid, and it was cowardly. So now you got to take into consideration that, okay, the consequences are about to be different. For all you people who, breaking in homes and, stealing cars, consequences about to be different for y'all. Because y'all, especially you young folks who are willing to take somebody else's life over their stuff, people are going to come banging down your door. And I ain't talking about knocking. You know what I'm saying? So get used to these new consequences. You young kids who think, who are non-black, who do felony type behavior, but you don't get a felony. No, you about to catch a felony. You about to do some time. You about to get tuned up by the cops. Your family is about to go crazy. Just like going back to the lady that was the shooter, the shooter's mother in Texas. Forgive my son. You ain't finna get that. And that's from your own community. You're not finna get that. So just the fact that you would ask, different group of people, they're not black. Y'all don't get, we get the forgiveness BS. And just like the shooter in Buffalo, who somehow was corresponding with an ex-FBI agent before the shooting, like, consequences about to be different, because now you're making the United States government culpable in these type of incidents, because you're having employees and former employees going, yeah, I'll tell you how I do this, do that. It's like, oh, this what we doing? So, don't be surprised, but he's only charged with one count of murder. But at the same time, since it's like that, you got to understand, street justice is about to go, it's about to go rampant, because, the belief that the government is going to do its job, you can't expect them to do their job on the front end to prevent some of these things. But on the back end, when you play stupid, get used to these new consequences. Everybody's going to be fair game. But tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.